Mr. Sessions from Texas for 5 minutes.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. By the way, I'm probably one of a few members that sat on the old postal subcommittee when we saw this happening, but because we were not bipartisan, the answer did not happen. Mr. Dodaro, welcome back. It's good to see you again, Gene, and thank you for your service to this nation as well as your colleagues. During both the committee hearing at which you testified in February and subsequent hearing in the Government Operations Subcommittee, which I chaired, we heard that self-certification was a leading cause of fraud in the unemployment insurance program during the COVID pandemic. Thus, it would make sense not to rely on self-certification in the future, and yet the Biden administration is proposing to allow applicants for student loan forgiveness to self-certify for this benefit. Look, I get it. The Supreme Court may decide the Biden administration does not have the authority to forgive student loans. However, it concerns me that we may be poised for another big giveaway because we're relying on self-certification. Would the gentleman please address this issue?
I, too, was concerned. So I've commissioned a GAO study to look at what the proposed operating procedures would be if they are given the green light by the Supreme Court to go through an income-driven program. And so we'll have a report out on that soon. So I share your concern on that, particularly given what happened in both the unemployment insurance and the Paycheck Protection Program and the EIDL, Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program. Plus, we've seen before on the income-driven repayment plans at the Education Department where they relied on didn't verify the incomes, that a lot of people who reported zero income really didn't have zero income. And so we made a number of recommendations there that they have better procedures to verify the income, and the department's in the process of implementing those recommendations. So you're right to be concerned. We're looking at it, and hopefully we'll have some recommendations if they go forward with that program that can provide better safeguards.
Mr. Dodaro, thank you very much. In fact, the subcommittee and this committee would welcome that. As you may recall from the subcommittee hearing, it was virtually a unanimous, bipartisan viewpoint that what happened in this process of the D18 Group and the things that occurred was not in the best interest of anyone except people who fraudulently received that money. So I want you to know that we will work, and I'll work with our young chairman and our young ranking member, as well as Mr. Mfume and myself, on putting together a letter that we would like to make sure that is accompanying your feedback. I think it's important that internally your team make sure that they understand that your report is coming, that we look at it the same way, that we try and authorize this in such a way to where we're all together, including the administration, not just Congress. So thank you very much. Sir, has the GAO looked at the Department of Education's self-certification, the one we were just talking about, and have they come up with any realistic viewpoint about where they might also unto themselves recognize this did not work the right way?
You mean from the Education Department officials?
Right.
Yeah.
Have they indicated, whoops, didn't quite work the way we wanted, or are they still out there following this? Look, we're going to continue this process.
Yeah, I don't know specifically the answer to that question. I will talk to the team and get a response back to you. I do know that there was some balking at cooperation with us in the first place. And, you know, because they were concerned that this might provide a roadmap for people to commit fraud. And I was saying, that's not my goal. My goal is to help you prevent fraud in the first place. So what their exact posture is right now at the working level, I don't know, but I'll get you an answer.
Thank you. I think that insight helps the six of us or the four of us up here as we attempt to provide our written guidance. I want to thank you for your service. Mr. Chairman, I yield back my time.